up to 9 minutes, and they can have an attorney speak on their behalf, they can have a developer speak on their behalf, they can have people from the area that support their project. I mean, if we'd had people just really wanting pancakes, he could have had 2 or 3 people stand up and talk about, I just love pancakes, I want to smell them in the morning when I wake up, and I really want this IHOP right by my house. And he could have used his 9 minutes to allow that kind of a presentation to the council if he had wanted to do that. But he had 9 minutes to budget a presentation time to convince us that we should change the zoning. Then we allow opponents of the plan to have up to 3 minutes. And normally, there's more than one person that wants to speak on it, so we usually say, if you've got 3 speakers that want to take 3 minutes each, they can tell us why they don't want an IHOP in their area. So the opponents get to speak. And then usually you let the applicant have 2 minutes to rebuttal what opponents may have said about their project. And then we take a vote on it. And so zoning goes a little differently. And then sometimes when we have zoning, it's such a there's no controversy on it, it's a no-brainer, it's going to be an easy vote, then you may not have the applicant even show up, and nobody shows up in opposition. But during the meeting, when we're doing zoning, you'll normally hear us say, is the applicant present? And the applicant may be sitting here, and we'll say, do you wish to address the council to speak about your zoning request? They may or may not want to speak. We had, about a month ago, we had Tennessee Temple probably had about 7 or 8 zoning cases of some property they bought around their campus. And there was nobody opposing it, so the gentleman did not wish to speak on any of them. But he was here in case we needed to ask him a question. And we asked him, was there opposition? There was no one here in opposition, so we took the vote. We approved them. I believe they all went unanimously, and he got his zoning changed. So zoning is a little bit different in that during the meeting, we have an opportunity for people to speak up for it or against it. Normally, if we know that someone here that's in opposition to something, if they weren't in the committee meeting and they didn't express their viewpoints there, if they'll let us know they're here, we normally will call on them and give them a chance to speak during the meeting about any other issue. But we need to know you're here. That's another reason it's good to be in touch with your council representative. If there's something coming up that's real important to you or your neighborhood, let your council person know. Hey, this is going to be coming up. It's on your agenda for this particular evening. We can't be down here for your committee meeting in the afternoon, but we've got some folks that really want to talk to the council before they vote on this. And they'll tell the chair, and usually the chair will say, there's some people here that want to speak on this. Please come to the podium. Our resolution and the way we run our meeting requires that we allow up to 3 minutes, but only 3 minutes per speaker. So I know a lot of people think that's just me being a butt. I am a butt, but not about that. It's the resolution. It's the law that unless the council votes to extend time, you get 3 minutes to speak. Now if you've organized your thoughts, that really is pretty much ample time. Other than that, you start repeating yourself, and we limit usually people that are here on a particular issue to 3 speakers because they become redundant. After about the 3rd speaker, they're usually saying the same thing. It's just they hadn't been the one to say it yet. And so once we know that we've pretty much got the picture, we've got the facts, usually 3 speakers, 3 minutes each is what we allow. Let's see.